All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in the 1/3. And Lord's will, this lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. And Tawadaya Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash, for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, this will not be a prank. All right. And I just want to do a real quick lesson pertaining to the prophecy getting ready to be fulfilled throughout the scriptures. But one in particular that I'm focused on right now is in the book of Revelations, the 8th chapter. I was watching Elder Apostle Tahar break that down a few days ago. And I had looked it up going into the information, which I highly recommend when you brothers are listening to videos. It's very wise to go into what's being said, taking notes and keeping the song going ultimately. But real quick, I just want to do this quick. So let's go into it. All right. So I've been noticing as of late, or more than lately. Okay. I've been noticing there's been a lot of these pranks. Okay. These nuke pranks, and I noticed Jake has been partaking in them a lot, which in my personal opinion, a lot of our people have demons on them when it comes to social media. A lot of this is scripted, where they're in on it together, which you gotta have spirits on you to showcase something to be real when in actuality it's fake or false. But that's neither here nor there. But as you can see, this was 3 days ago, and I've been noticing these popping up as of late. Okay. And, this will not be a prank. Okay. This is going to happen. All right. Now, real quick, let's get the prophecy on it. This is the book of Isaiah, the 9th chapter, which Isaiah was a prophet in the time of the Assyrian Empire. All right. So this prophecy hasn't been fulfilled yet. Okay. And a lot of Christians that come up debating and wanting to talk, the problem with them is they have a very closed-minded argument. So they don't understand, hence why they use derogatory terms like Hebrew hopscotch, things of that nature. But that's fine, okay? Because at the end of the day, we are well aware of what's going on and why it's going on. So this is Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, all right? Because the battles between man has advanced because the God of war. Now, real quick, let's grab that. This is Genesis. Or is it Exodus 15:3? Yeah, Exodus. This is Exodus 15:3. It says Yahweh is a man of war, and Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, is his name. Now we say Bahashem Yahushai because Yahushai has visited us. Okay, prophecy was fulfilled on the aspect of Yahushai. As the scriptures say, I'll send an angel before you. So when you see us say, we don't just say Yahweh anymore because Yahweh Shai is our mediator. All right. It's just on my spirit to edify. Let me make sure the audio is good. Okay. I didn't even check. I had to make sure the audio was good. All right. So let's read it again. It says the Lord, which is Yahweh. All right. Matter of fact, let's go into that real quick. See, Lord Yahweh, no V's. Okay. Yahweh. This is Assyrian. So in Paleo, it'd be pronounced Yahweh. All right. That's where you get the Tetragrammaton from. So I just want to explain that in case anybody's listening, wondering what we're saying. Because remember, Apostle Paul said if a man speak an unknown tongue and there's not an interpreter, pretty much it's not going to edify. So, we have a multifaceted job. Barakatah Yahweh Bashem Shai. Barakatah, bless you, Yahweh Bashem Shai. So Exodus 15:3, the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. So when we go back into the scripture, we find out that every battle of warriors is with confused noise, metal clashing, adrenaline rush, high levels of testosterone, yelling out war cries, okay, things of that nature, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So it's letting us know that there's a war coming that ultimately will be of burning and of fire. So this is why the technological aspect of war has advanced to the magnitude that man has been given. Okay. So this is why people make these pranks, but they're believable because now man is aware of the technology that can be used in battle or in war. Now, real quick, let me get on this aspect of the word prank because I got to slip something in. So when you go to the etymology, the origin of the word prank, it means a ludicrous trick. Now, the word ludicrous, all right, is foolish, unreasonable, out of place, as to be amusing and ridiculous. All right. And it's absurd. It's absurd for Jake to take something to the magnitude of nuclear and then make a joke out of it. But that's exactly what Jake is doing. They're effing playing. All right. You know what I want to say, because that's how I feel in my spirit. But this is how you know this is our people. Look, avoid Jake's mistakes. Okay. Now let's go down. I want to share something with you. This is 1 Corinthians 10:6, which this is a cut to dealing with Christianity. Why is the nation of Israel being mentioned in the Gospels if the Gospels is for all nations? So that's another slip or a quick hit to the side or a body blow in the spiritual aspect of fighting with words when it comes to the truth of the Bible, which don't get me started on that. 1 Corinthians 10 and let's start at 6. It says, now these things were our examples to the intent we should not lust after evil things as they, meaning Israel, also lusted where? In the wilderness. See, in the wilderness. Neither be ye idolaters, as were some of them, as it is written. Where is it written? In Exodus. As it is written, the people sat down to eat and to drink and rose up to play. That's exactly what Jake is doing right now. They're playing around with something that isn't that shouldn't be played with. Okay, this isn't a matter that you should take lightly. All right, because this is going to happen on a biblical scale, in so much it's equated to the second death. All right, and we've talked about the first death. Even scholars say it's estimated that there were about 4 billion people on earth in the days of Noah, and only 8 survived. Okay, so this is exactly the wrong spirit to be in. What Jake is showcasing right now is playing around and pranking. Okay, playing. All right, that's what they're doing. They're playing. You heard what Craig told Smokey. You're the only one playing. This shit ain't funny. This is real life. You know, this is why the spirit gets on these other Hebrew Israelite camps, because this is deadly serious. We're behind enemy lines. Okay, we're still dealing with the curses. There's all manner of confusion going on. All right, we're in the most deceptive empire known to man, and you want to walk around calling on Christ. You know, we already went into that. All right, Christ goes back to a false god, but that's Jake's spirit. They want to play. They hear about the nukes, they want to play. They hear about Hebrew Israelites, they want to play. You know, it's all Jake. But I'm telling you, Jacob's trouble is gonna sober Jake up. All right. So it says a ludicrous trick played sometimes in a malice, but more often in sport. Right. They want to, it's a sport to them. Let's see what else. Prank, act, OC. I'm not even gonna try to look, show off. Yep. Show off. Yeah, that's really all we needed. There ain't nothing too deep into it. I'm just looking into play a trick. So when this happens in real time, people are going to be caught off guard, which, you know, I speak as a man. You know, my personal opinions don't always matter, but I was looking the origins up of this. Okay, and as far as I got, it was about 2 years ago. Now I will say this: you have to understand the C to the I to the A has a lot of control for what reality is taken as. And even years ago, Jimmy Kimmel came out and meant, well, he's a low level luminary, but even he admitted how they staged this viral video of this little Edomite girl. She had like fell and fire happen. They actually stated how that wasn't a real, that wasn't organic. They actually made that happen, but people believed that happened. So I speak as a man. You don't take me, but me observing, watching, I believe that this started with Esau, and it went viral, and Jake's dumbass hopped on board, and this is why you still got people doing it today. So when it does happen, people are not going to take it serious, okay? But you've been warned. You've been warned. For the sister Brenda, I'm not an elder. I'm just a humble servant, praying to be the hopeful elect, praying to make it out of here, praying that the Lord's elect is sealed. You know, these lessons are me seeking my own salvation, calling on the Lord while he's near. But I will say, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Rakakudas Brakathum, to you beloved brothers and you few sincere sisters. I pray that Yahweh Shem Shai is keeping you in your trials, tribulations, and temptations, and just keep fighting and calling on the name of the Lord. You know, and one thing that helps me is remaining humble, because if we don't remain humble, we will get humbled. I just want to say that. So let me quit yapping. Let's go back into this. So now let's go into Revelations 8. Okay, very good chapter. It's a short chapter. Right here, it's only 13 verses. All right, but woe, woe, woe is coming. This is not referring to the third war, but destruction is coming. Okay, so let's start right up. Let's start right up here around 6. It says Revelations 8:6, and the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound. So the preparation, all right, is taking place. This is why chaos is at an all-time high now. Me, you know, I'm an 80s baby. I was born in the so-called late 1900s, right? Which we all were. It's a comical joke. But one thing that I've noticed is the aspect of people, men and women, and sex and lewdness is at an all-time high. Okay, when I was growing up, a lot of these things weren't seen, but we are witnessing the creation bug out because we're at the end now. Okay, this is why Yahweh Shai said it would be as the days of Noah. All right, eating and drinking and giving into marriage. And how do you consummate marriage? Sex. So let's go to Matthew 24 real quick. See, perilous times. Okay, perilous. Now right here, this is referring to 70 AD, but there's nothing new under the sun. So it's going to be a revival of 70 AD, you know, times 2. So now let's go into this, Matthew 24. And where is it? 31. Just give me a moment. Right here, 36. Matthew 24 and 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. So I do want to say this for you brothers and sisters, starting with you brothers first, and then followed by you sisters that are truly just seeking the kingdom to come. You know, one thing that helps me is every day that we're here, you know, it's another day to repent. It's another day to pray. You know, it's just another day to serve Yahweh Shem Shai before the return, because when he returns, that's it. You know, it's like whatever you've done, when the bell rings, that's it. And this is what you get accounted for. All right. Now, we know it's about predestination, but we show our faith by our work. So just keep that in mind, you know, pushing forward, because there's coming a great destruction, and Jake is making pranks and playing with it, you know. So Matthew 24 and 36, but of that day and hour knoweth no man. Now, real quick, this just hit me. It says day, hour knoweth no man. Do you know that the Bible reveals to us that there's an exact day, an hour when the destruction comes? All right. See, 6th trumpet, which with the 8th chapter, we're going into the 6th to the 7th. All right. Right here, look at this. Rev 9 and 15. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men. That's talking about here in Babylon. The third part is talking about right here in Babylon. And we're going to go into it because Esau, Edom is the third part. Even though you got the 3 classifications of men in Babylon, you have the son of the Most High, the son of man, and the son of wicked. Jake, Esau, heathen. Okay. So the third part of men are getting ready to be slayed. And that's for a specific time, hour, and day. Just like in the movie Terminator 2, she knew the exact date of the destruction. Let me see if I get it for you real quick. Terminator, Judgment Day. Great movie, by the way. All right, let's see what pops up. AI. See right here. In the original Terminator film timeline, Judgment Day is prophesized. See? Prophecy is prophesized to occur August 29th, 1997, in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. On this day, the military supercomputer Skynet, or what do you got now with Elon Oaktree, Starlink, is expected to become self-aware and launch a biblical attack in response to attempts to deactivate it. So man gave the keys to the machine, and the machine figured out that man needed to be destroyed. It's kind of what's happening right now with Esau and AI. Okay, so even in this movie, Terminator, they actually prophesize in particular month, day, and year. But when you go into the scriptures, there's an actual month, day, and year. See, to slay the third part of men. All right, now let's go back. See, but of that day and hour, see, this is why Yahushua said day and hour, because there is a specific day. There is a specific hour that we do not know of, and it's not our job to know. Okay, we're a humble creature. We're here to have faith. Okay, because knowing Jake, if he knew the exact time and day, his ass would play all the way until. All right, this is why we're showing our faith, and this is why it'll be a blessing unto us when the Lord comes back and he finds us doing the work. Which, let me grab that real quick. Matthew 25, red letter, real quick. Matthew 25, look at that, the judgment. So how would you say judgment in the Paleo Hebrew? The would be ha, and judgment will be mashapat. So ha, mashapat, okay? The judgment, and the judgment is coming, all right? I don't know all Hebrew, but there are some words that I am able to speak and remember. Matthew's 25, and is it 24 actually? It actually might be 24. Blesses his servant when he comes so fine doing. I believe it is. Let me go into it. Yep. Look, be ready for his coming. It is in the same chapter. See, it's Matthew 24 and 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord does come, but know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. And this is why Jake's going to get caught off guard, because they're messing around, they're playing, and they're pranking, and they're not taking this serious. Now, I do want to say this real quick. Before the ultimate destruction is going to happen, there will be a mandatory marking of the beast, okay? There will be a mandatory marking of the beast. So before the utter ultimate destruction of Babylon, the world will have to be tempted with a mandatory marking of the beast, okay? I have to make that known, and that has to be clear unto the brothers and sisters as we move forward, so you're not walking around looking up in the sky like at any minute the sky's going to fall. No. This is all going to happen on a biblical scale, but it's going to take place prophetically, and in particular, prophecies have to play out first, kind of like a puzzle, okay? Kind of like a puzzle. So going back, Matthew 24 and 36, it says, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Now, real quick, remember, in the days of Noah, you had the sons of God, who were the Israelites before we were called Israelites, and they were what? Playing, all right? Getting with the women, all right? Not being in the right spirit, like Jake today, okay? LeBrons, the Tysons, the Ludacris, you name them, okay? The famous and infamous Israelites that have notoriety, those are the sons of God, and they're doing what they did before the flood came, okay? They're doing what they did before the flood came, all right? It says, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and given into marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, which immediately makes me think about Isaiah 6. How long, Lord, till the cities be wasted with destruction? So Jake is going to be playing, pranking, bullshitting, eating and drinking all the way until destruction. Okay, this is the spirit that they're in. So we see that now, while the angels are getting ready to, are getting prepared to blow the trumpets. And you do not want to be here when the seventh trumpet blows, because that will be the destruction. So it says, prepare themselves to sound, verse 6. Now going into verse 7. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail. Now this hail that John the Revelator saw is talking about the missiles, okay? and fire. Remember, because in the beginning of this lesson, we were speaking about the advancements of battle in war. All right. So the arrows that are used in war have changed over time. Now, I wonder, in my mind, I can see it. Arrow advancement for war. Or what can I put? From arrow to missile, you know? Yeah, see? So this is what it used to be. Ham's still over here tripping. But look. Look. See? Man, it's gave me chills. The Wadi Abashim Shai. See the advancement? See? So it went from this to now this. Because if you did not know, when a missile has gone missing, it's called a broken arrow. Let me show you. I want to share this with you too. Right here. Broken arrow. They made a movie out of it. You know, we had to watch that. Broken arrow meaning. What does a broken arrow mean? Broken arrow is a code phrase that refers to an accidental event that involves biblical weapons. In their heads, they do hurt. Remember, Revelation 9, in their head, they do hurt. This is why. And the components that does not create a risk of a biblical war. Okay? So even a code phrase referring to these biblical weapons, it's called a broken arrow. So when the arrows began to be shot from one end of the earth to the other, you now know what that means. Okay? This is the advancement of war that Isaiah was talking about in the 9th chapter. Remember? Battle is fought with confused noise, but this one with burning fuel of fire. See? The advancements of war. This is Yahweh Shemel Shai's technology. The Lord allowed man to advance to this magnitude and to this level, ultimately to destroy themselves. Created the waster to destroy. Well, this is that waster that was created to destroy, and it's going to destroy man. Okay, the third part of men, specifically here in Babylon, is going to be the most destruction across the world. Okay, so let's go back. Where are we at here? Yes, Revelations 8:7. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood. Right, because getting hit. And they were cast upon the earth, and the third part, Babylon, of trees burnt up, and all the green grass was burnt. And the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire. Now, right here, okay, the great mountain that's burning with fire is John seeing the missiles explode on Babylon. Now, I looked this up. Does this not look like a mountain? Doesn't this look like a mountain to you? Okay. And then when you even go further, let's do clear mushroom. Yep, let's do that. Even the mushroom cloud looks like it. See, it looks like a big mountain. See? This is the scroll. Okay. And Jake is playing with this. You see what I'm saying, brothers? Jake, you think this shit is a joke? You know? But let somebody do a prank of hanging a so-called black. That ain't funny, y'all. Yo, that's not funny. So you don't want to prank getting your ass hung by an Edomite, but you can prank about missiles. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you tripping, man. You know, that's why I don't deal with Jake too much, man. I really stay away from Jake because their mind, okay, is gone. And Esau gonna start taping niggas to tanks. All right, because that draft is coming, and that's prophecy. Did you know the draft is prophecy? What did it say? They will weep for their having no bridegrooms. Let me go to that real quick. What's the verse of the day? Matthew 17:20. And Yahweh Shai, look, there's no J. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain. Man, that's powerful because we're just talking about the burning mountain. So when the missiles come, we're going to brakatah Yahweh Shemel Shai. We're going to have faith in the eyes of this destroying mountain as it's destroying this mountain. You know, remove hence to yonder. Reminds me when Neo told the bullets, no. Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. That's powerful, man. You know, when we need these words, we need the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know, to help us, to comfort us, to keep us pushing forward, to keep fighting, you know. So real quick, 2 Ezra 15, great biblical prophetic chapter. So is 16. Real quick. 2 Ezra 15:1, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So the Lord is putting this on us to prophesize unto you. Okay. Now, is it in 15 or 16? Let me see real quick. It might be 16. Just give me a mind. Look, the fire has gone forth from his wrath and has consumed the foundations of the earth, Babylon, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. So these people right now are going to be like straw. Okay. These people are going to be straw, because you look at them, you see them, everybody's laughing and drinking and twerking and gyrating, living their best life. Remember that years ago, I'm living my best life, right? They're doing all that, living it up. Hey, all them people are going to be the fuel for the fire, okay? Those people are going to be the fuel for the fire. Now, let's go to 2nd Ezra 16, okay? Look at that. Ooh, man, all of this is good. That's why he said it's a horrible vision. Behold, a horrible vision. You're darn right, the horrible vision. So let me get my point. There's just so much to get into. 2nd Ezra 16 and 33. It says right here, the draft is biblical. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. Women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed. See, the draft is biblical. So there's a lot of women, all right? What Beyonce, all my single lady? Yeah, you women, all right, are going to become single because you're going to become a widow because your man has perished in a world war. All right. Now, I'm not much of a dreamer. So when I have a collection of dreams that I remember, and one in particular, I had a dream, but I had a dream that I was standing on a military base and I saw lines of men. Okay. I saw lines of troops. All right. Let me go here. U.S. military troops lined up. Let me show you. Not lined up like IUIC. Hold on. Like this. Okay. So I was in a like a military base. I was standing. I was like a corridor. So I was back here, and I just saw all these military men being shipped out. But behind them was a beautiful woman weeping. I said, "Oh man, that's a pretty woman," and she was crying because their husbands was dead. And then not to the side, I saw other military men that didn't want to go to war. And when they ran out the door, they turned into children like playing football. So that's forborn to fight. This was it was a dream I had years ago. So I witnessed that. Okay. So we're getting ready to witness reality on a biblical scale. Okay. And yes, the draft is biblical. See, in wars shall their bridegrooms, verse 34, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. So there's a controlled famine coming too, because you can't look at the famine like, oh, the tomatoes just disappeared. No, you're going to have the powers that be. They're going to take supplies because of scarcity. Go look up what was going on during World War II. You better refresh yourself on the history of the country that your ass is locked in, okay? Because you ain't free here, all right? But we do tell Xerxes we are free men, but we're free in the spirit. Revelations 8 and 8. And the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire. See, that's that mountain that he saw, missiles, right? Burning with fire, was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood. The third part is talking about Esau and Babylon, okay? So great destruction is coming. Great destruction is coming. All right. This is why when you understand that, you understand other prophecies as well. Like I'll actually read this real quick for edification. All right. Right here, brother, humble servant. Right. It's what we are. We're humble servants. If you don't get humble, the Lord will humble you. Isaiah 4:1. And even you sisters can understand this because just look at anything that happens. A man earlier, I was watching a video of a man. He jumped into someone else's house. And the woman on the Ring camera, she had the balls, quote unquote, to tell him to leave. But when he jumped in the house, who you think she called? She ain't called the Ghostbusters. She called Earl. Earl, somebody done broke in your house. Oh, now it's his house. See, you sisters understand if you're in the right spirit. It's just majority of these women have demons on them. That's why they say they don't need a man. But we're entering a time where you're going to need a man of the Lord to survive. Because when this prophetic flood comes, the only buoyancy that you will see will be men of the Lord. And if you ain't with a man of the Lord, you will sink and you will drown. This isn't about being a player. This isn't about being a ladies' man. This is about survival. Okay. So in this day, it's gonna take the end of the world for women to humble down and say, you know what, I need you. Okay. I remember that. I'm not a dreamer, but I had a dream like that where I had to jump over all these people. It was just chaos everywhere. You know, it was like, if you ever seen the movie The Raid, all right, where everybody was just fighting. They were killing each other. People, there was, dozens of people in one car, in the trunk, swords, stabbing. And I had to hop over these people, I actually had to hop over them like a kung fu flick. And I finally hopped over them. I got out, and then I walked into this locked room with a bunch of brothers. And then we had came out. And when I came out, I had like 2 or 3 women holding on to me, like holding. And I looked with the mind I have now because of Babylon, right? And I said, damn, none of them are jealous of each other. They're not jealous. So it was like the Lord showing me what's to come. I pray I'm of that number. We know that the men of the Lord are here. But my point is, the day's coming. A woman ain't going to have the spirit to be jealous, have an attitude. When the house is on fire, you act correct, okay? Isaiah 4:1, in that day, 7, a complete number. And if you got a problem with this, you're a demon, okay? If you got a problem with this, you're a demon. And you sisters, you should have the mind, if a bitch got a problem with this, may the Lord judge her, because I need to be delivered. That's how you sisters need to be thinking, okay? When you have a woman that tries to disrupt your spiritual connection back to Yahweh Shem Shai through the Holy Spirit, you need to know that woman's a demon, and she's trying to take you out of salvation. Remember, misery loves company, and majority of these women are miserable, okay? In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one Israelite elect man, saying, we will eat our own bread, we will wear our own apparel. So they ain't going to worry about what kind of shoes we got. She ain't going to worry if she going to Starbucks or not. She ain't going to look at herself with this proud mindset that Babylon has got her drunk off of, because Babylon will be being destroyed. See, these people only have power while the system is still up and running. But when the system goes down, everybody that's connected goes down with it. See, only let us be called by thy name. How are you going to be called by a man's name? To take away our reproach. See, this is how heavy the judgment is going to be, okay? Where people are going to get back in the natural order of how it was set up to be. See? So, I'm going to leave it there. All right. We finished Revelations, the 8th chapter. All right. Yeah, we got what we needed out of it. Okay. Yep. There's a wormwood. That's the it's going to get bad. Okay. So I'm going to leave it right there. I believe I made all the points that I needed to make. And I pray that this lesson was edifying to the sincere brothers and sincere sisters, the sheep of Yahweh Shai. Continue to pray, repent, examine yourself, wash yourself with this word, get them demons off you, get right, get in the spirit. All right. So, hey, call halal Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, shalom.